This guys, I had to delete a couple of videos.
Don't.
So this is 501, 501.
Don't.
This is 501.
And we're back. Sorry about that, guy.
525.
Don't blink, is you.
525.
Don't blink, is you blink.
548. That's not good. What about you?
Don't blink, is you.
You're 548. Okay, that's good.
Don't blink, is you blink.
That's good. That's good. And 545. I'm against space because I only have 4 gigs left, which is not good at all. You're gonna upload fast though. Can tell, which is great. What else? Can I do this one? 758.
And
525. I don't know. Oh, guess what?
don't.
758 and
Don't.
638. 758. 758. Five. Good. 7 gigs. That's also important. I think I uploaded this. Nice. This is my fault, so that's last week. That is last week. Nope. That is not it. That's 1058, that's it. You were asking what it was? This is it.
Don't.
No.
Don't blink, is you
What you
blink.
do is you do this, you do this.
Don't blink, is you blink. Welcome back to our show. Welcome back to our show. I think you guys doing well because they're having a wonderful day.
Easy peasy.
Our show. I think you guys doing well because they're having a wonderful day.
Good.
On his 29th.
538. Okay. And of course you're too hot. This is not my day. Don't blink, it's your buying. Welcome to our show. Because doing well, because I'm having a wonderful day. This morning breakfast, it is the 4th of August, 5:52 a.m. This is sunrise we're getting. I absolutely want to film, so I'm so hoping. I'm so praying. And most of all, it's for the rest of us. Today we're doing a little bit of an intro. It'll be super simple. That was delicious. Holy shit! I have to eat the sausage soon because they're almost due date. So I have to eat them soon. I might give myself another one, but then we're trying to lose weight, so can't go overboard. Cannot go crazy. Feels like I'm wasting a lot. Ah, that's a good idea though. Fill it up last and then Go slowly. That's what she said. They're watching a little bit of The Office, so that's what she said. Joker would be spontaneous, not a long time, so don't worry about it. A little bit of an intro on this 4th of August within 5. We had a major problem yesterday. For example, the Wi-Fi didn't work. However, what we did that was really cool was we did the clips. So because we did clips, I don't have to worry about, hey, oops, I forgot to do this. Shit. Okay. Don't blink, it's your boy. Welcome to the show. The new officers are having a wonderful day on this 4th August 1995. There's no sunrise this morning. It is 5:54. I've waited a little bit, hoping I could go sleep. Then I felt bad because yesterday we had such a good sunrise. So let's enjoy it. Just like I was saying, it's a bit of a complex day today. Just because we had such a hard evening. The Wi-Fi was really working well, so I could play. But what I didn't do yesterday, okay, the truth. So it's such a fucking shame. I'm talking to this girl, okay, on Reddit, and she sent me a private picture, and I saw it. I was recording the tower. So what we had to do was we had to do a CapCut, or I had to edit the picture out because I don't want you guys to see her. It's private, right? And then it's kind of crazy because on Reddit, when you have a notification, they'll show you the picture that she sent, so you can see a little bit, a tiny bit of a pair of tits. So I had to delete everything, and I had to edit everything, so I couldn't upload during the morning. So I'm like, okay, well, let's upload what I can, right? So I was lucky. The crown was 5 hours, and the shield was 3 hours. Why is that lucky? Well, because I just have to. The rest I can all post it. I'm up for more than that every single day. Apart from that, we had a very busy evening. So from 6 to like 8, I was making videos. Then I had a friend that she needed help because she wasn't feeling well. She was feeling unliving, in an unliving mood. So we tried to help her. I hope she's doing better this morning. I helped her to go to sleep. So all I had to do was talk about my life, and she went to sleep. That. So yeah. Also this morning, we just realized that the phone didn't charge properly. So I thought it was charging until it wasn't charging. So this phone, this specific phone, has a big issue with the plug. So what you usually do is you're gonna put it in the phone, and it's gonna be there's gonna be like some sort of magnet that's gonna make sure that you keep it in. The magnet on this one is broken, so it doesn't stay in. If it's charged, it's charging pretty well. Otherwise, it is a problem. Not a big deal, but kind of like a big deal. Next on the list, we had a Elden Ring playthrough. However, the phone closed, so I had to stop it. Today we did a lot though. We did a lot. We went from, I think it was 6 to 9. So usually we do 2 per night. Now we did 6 to 9, which is 3, which is actually really good. Now I am cheating because one of them is only a boss, but that boss is really hard, so it does still count. Next on the list we have what? We have right now, we're making videos. We have less battery than expected, so Boss gonna be making video until 6 o'clock, 6:30, 7 o'clock, which is actually pretty good. Because at 10, I have to go to what should we call it? To the government, so it's a bit of a shame. I'm gonna be talking about that, but I saw her like 3 days ago. I'm like, bro, like, I want to do a course. You're not even gonna give me a course, and you want to see each other like every couple of days. Well, I'm grateful for the help. It's not. I feel like I'm wasting your time. You know? Because reality is, I want a diploma. I want another course. I think it's important in life, you know, to better yourself. One of my biggest mistake was to give up on schooling. I did the high school, which was the minimum required, and then that's it. So then I'm gonna see the girl. My hope, my real hope, is that we go in. I'm able to wake up. I'm able to go back to sleep after that. So if I go to sleep at like 7 o'clock, we'll be able to wake up at 9:30, take a warm bath, take a warm shower, and the rest is history, right? If I'm not able to, then I know what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna cancel on her. That's pretty much it. So, was I saying else? Um, mm, Shit. I feel bad. We won't talk about it before, but yeah. I fucked up. Shit. Oh no. I scratched on a mosquito bite that was next to a, what should we call it? It's not a pimple. You know when you have black dots on your face or on your body? What should we call it? How do you call this? Or one the slicer? No. This. The black dot. We scratched it. Now it hurts. My old knee's been hurting. Yeah, I just feel bad because I'm wasting your time. So then I'm gonna wake up, gonna make some videos, and do the same thing as yesterday. Am I looking forward to it? The hell fucking yeah, I am. So that's pretty much it. Enjoy your morning with me. I love you guys. Take it easy, and I'll see you next video. And if I don't see you next video, I'll see you in about 8 hours. Tickle me. Are you thinking of me? Are you always thinking of me? Tell me. It feels so natural, bro. Isn't she floating? No one. Fuck. I was cooking. Good. It feels so natural, bro. Got a hole in sheep floating. Been a warning. Bye, sheep. Have you any soul? Long surviving. What the hell's a moral? Don't blink as you buying. Go up to the show. Feeling well because I'm having a wonderful day on this gorgeous, and I do mean gorgeous, 4th of August, breakfast time because it's 6 o'clock in the morning. Very hungry. Have a sausage on a stick. That way I can put it on the microwave. No problem. Today, we're talking about the plans for the tower. The talk video. And somebody asked me a question that was really freaking nice. And I don't think I've ever talked about it. The plan for the tower long term. See, I'm always talking about the tower, the plan for the tower, short terms. We're trying to do, but where do I see myself playing this game in 2 years and 3 years? And to me, it's kind of nuts as a video to do. It's kind of crazy because most games I was like, I'm possibly not gonna play in 2-3 years, but the tower, I see myself play long term. I put money in it a lot, so time to make it time to make our money back, you know. But whenever I come here, I'm always telling you guys about short term. I'm never going in depth, and it kind of sucks because you guys are deserving of in depth plans, right? We've been talking about this game for 2 years now, and I've never talked about long term. The reality is I never talked long term. It's really when this person say, what's the end game? As a joke, I said there's no end game. I'm gonna keep on playing this game until I'm tired of it. It's like, yeah, but are you gonna be playing it the way you are in 2 or 3 years? And my answer was no. And it surprised me because I was like, dude, the way we're doing this is perfection right now. So the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna be okay. So even how can I say that? Kind of crazy, isn't it? Okay, let's put it like that. Right? What are my short to medium term projects? Well, I hope to find a job soon. I think it's a formation that allows me to make enough, right? And if I do so, I am gonna be 40 hours a week, right? So the goal, short term, is to get our playthrough to be able to do 8 hours every single day. Now that's already the case. We are already able to do this, so it's not a problem, right? There is, however, a little ick, right? Am I able to last 8 hours every single day? Yes. Am I able to do another 3 months of tier 1? So what happened with the first playthrough, which is this one, the crown? I was working, so for like 7 months we were stuck on tier 1. Now the truth is we beat tier 1, right? It was not a big deal. We beat tier 1. It was actually pretty easy. The problem was I was working for 8 hours, and I was like, this is the only tier I can stay for 8 hours. Tier 2 would last 6 hours. I'm like, no, that's not enough. I need 8. So for these one, am I able to do 8 hours on each? And the answer is, I don't know. I have no freaking clue. Now, there's a lot of things that changed. There's module, there's ultra, there's more ultimate weapon on this one. We are buying Power Stone. Well, we were buying. We were. There's a lot of things that changed, right? And at the same time, both of these playthroughs are way further in than the crown was after a year. After a year, I was still doing tier 6. Right now, we're doing tier 10. I'm doing wave 2000 on both headphones. Shield is 2300 and sword is 2000 on the dot. Well, 2022, something like that. So these take me around 4 hours each playthrough, which is amazing, right? We could do less. We could do like a 2 hours playthrough, but at the same time, 4 hours is more than enough. Plus, I'm streaming most of the time when I'm playing, so it doesn't really matter. So short to medium term would be to get as far as possible, be able to do 8 hours, right? That's the plan. Now, longer term, what am I meaning by that? The tower isn't a good game for the phone. There's a lot of burn-in. The tower, what happened is you play the game for 7-8 hours, right? So even when I'm at school, because the problem with at school or at work is I'm gonna have one phone with me at all time, right? Because why not? I'm gonna have one phone, right? So by having one phone, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna be in a position where I can't play the tree tower, I can't play the tree playthrough, so I'm not gonna play them. So then what is gonna happen is I'm possibly gonna play them when I sleep. So I'm gonna have 3 playthrough when I sleep. Now, I got some good news. I'll be re-putting the music on each playthrough when I sleep. Why? Because you don't want to hear me snore. Or what I'll do is I'll do something kind of cool. We'll go with a Lo-fi playlist. We'll go with something to sleep. So we'll be able to watch the whole thing, which I think is amazing. I got a couple of sleep hypnosis video that I can actually use. Or what I can do is statics. Or I can do a non-copyrighted show. For example, right now we're watching a video that is 11 hours of Howard Stern. There's a bunch of that. There's this channel that is amazing. They're talking about AI and they're writing books. So for example, what I'm seeing right now is Naruto and Harry Potter. It's completely AI, but there's a really good voice. It's actually really fun. So I could play that, right? Is it the best thing ever? No, but still. That being said, there's a couple of things that I want to add. There's so much stuff I can play while I sleep. Now, all I need is to put these, and then what we'll do is we'll sleep. And when I wake up, I'll close the playlist, I'll close the tower, I'll go to school, I'll upload this one, and take this phone. Sounds good? Sounds alive. Now, the problem with that is I'm not gonna play as much, right? So my mission are not gonna be as good. It's gonna be a bit harder. Progressing is gonna be a bit harder, right? So what I'm gonna take, but at the same time, it's not. Why? Because this game is meant to be idle. How is this idle if I play when I sleep? Well, it's actually quite simple. Most of the improvements are gonna be on the lab. The lab doesn't need me to play. So that's actually pretty cool. But longer than that, I want a fully automated playlist. Now, let me explain myself. A fully automated playlist is something that's beautiful. I'm seeing, and this is lazy. I understand that this looks lazy, but at the same time, this could be amazing. So here's a real plan. And again, I possibly will not, I should not say this because people are going to copy. However, I'm going to tell you a secret. I am the person on YouTube, on TikTok, on every day that has the most hours of our content, right? The plan at the end would be automatic. So what I'm seeing a lot of content is 3D printer. So you put your phone, right? And you put your phone and you go 3D printer and you're just filming and going live and it's amazing, right? And it's amazing. I could put a playlist in the background also of that. It's automatic. See, we're having problem with AI. This is not AI. This is just automatic. The playthrough, the best thing I could do would be again when I sleep or when I make content to leave at home, right? Have a monitor with a 3 playthrough in or 3 monitors with a different playthrough in, and then just film it. Film how the 3 playthrough are playing. I think that could be cool. I think that could be very cool. Now, it's all a question of course, it's all a question of where do I see myself in 5 years? Am I making enough to buy this? Am I making enough to at the point where it's worth it, right? So for example, right now, I could do this. I could put a 3 playthrough on the phone. So what I would do is I would do BlueStacks, which is a thing to have Android. I would do, what I would do? Yeah, I would do the BlueStacks for Android. Imagine, okay? I'm able to upload 12 hours of video per day. Imagine the phone is running the whole entire day, and the 3 playthrough are running, right? And that would be very nice. However, is it possible? I don't know. That's the ultimate goal. Where do I see myself if things doesn't work out? Possibly not playing. In total, I have over 6,000 hours on the tower on YouTube. Even if I was to move on, it doesn't really matter, you know? And that's pretty much it. See, people say, yesterday I did a video about how much we spent on the tower, which was close to 5,000. The cheap playthrough. I know it's crazy. I understand that. However, you buy a game, and I said, so this is what I said yesterday. I said how one of my friends was like, yo, this game is fun. I don't mind paying because it's a free game and I want to help the dev. So in this case, even if we played 5,000, we spend 6,000 hours on the video games. Now it's not true. There's no 6,000 hours because that's multiple years. However, it is true. How? Well, it's true because, well, not really, because you know that 3 days, say 2 hours, do 3 times 100 for 300 days in a year. There's more, but just round up, which gives it 72 times 100, which is 7,200, divided by 3, which is 7,000 divided by 3. Another 200 divided by 3 is 2,000. 2,400 hours, okay? That's 2,400 hours. That's a third of it. Why we do a third of it? Because we're sleeping. So we do 7,200 divided minus 2,400, which gives us 4,800. So technically speaking, this was stupid because I could have just said, hey, out of 3 days, 22 hours, I'm sleeping 8 hours per day, so I take out 1 day out of the 3. Right? So I got 200 days out of the year that I can play. 200 days is 240 times. Well, look at this. And of course, the camera stops when there's a goose. Of course. Ah, we missed the goose. The phone got too hot. Shit. This sucks, dude. This really sucks. But I wanted to get it. Fuck. There you go. Perfect. It sucks. I could have gotten this. And again, because I'm playing the tower, this phone is overheating. Making a tower video and then suffering the consequences of playing the tower. So yeah, so 4,800 over the last year hours of the tower. That is for one playthrough. Do times 3, right? That's a possible 12. That's a possible 14,400 hours in a year. 40,400 hours in a year. I'm playing 24 hours a day, of course, because this computer is just for that. This computer with 3 monitors is just for that. I know, it sounds crazy, but does it sound crazy? It doesn't. You know why? Because I can do this simple thing. This really simple thing. I can put a camera, and a camera, just like this one, is able to look back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I can somehow figure out a way of doing it every single hours or every 12 hours. A side could see a 3D printer printing something, and the other side could be seeing the tower. Think about it. Think about it. It's $1 million idea, right? And then in the background is a radio. And that radio is playing the YouTube videos and old shows. They don't have a copyright that's as good as this one. The way YouTube and TikTok are looking at the copyright is by the lyrics. It's audible, right? So if your content is too old to have an audible function, for example, we're watching Jersey Shore. Jersey Shore, there's no copyright. You know the craziest thing? I was watching Sinners, the movie, at home, and I was playing the tower. I got copyrighted for the Sinners. Like, how did you know I'm watching this? Well, audibly. So that's the plan. Anyways, like I said, I did 4,800 hours. Now, let's say I play 6 hours a day, right? Let's say, yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. Let's say 6 hours a day, right? Let's do time 300. That's 1,800 hours times 3. So it's 5,400. So yeah, so we made that. We got our money back right away. I'm only playing 6 hours per day. How can I get my money back? It's actually quite cool that you asked that. You buy a game, right? I'm gonna say a game that is Paper Mario. I'm watching my Switch collection. Switch collection. Paper Mario Thousand Door, which is $80. If the game lasts 80 hours, it costs me $1 per hour, right? I'm playing this game, Fire Emblem, Three Houses, which is amazing, and we're playing Fire Emblem, and the game is 300 hours, and the game costs me $80. So you do $80 divided by 300, which gives you how much it costs per hour. Then you do a game like, for example, okay, let's do. I got a okay, well, Elden Ring. Let's do Elden Ring, even though I love the game. The DLC. The DLC is about 40 hours. It's $110. So you do 110 divided by 4, that's about $2.50. So yeah, so it's expensive, you know? I think that the price to pay would be $1 an hour. I'll be okay with that. I would be okay with that. Give me a 40 hours game, make me pay $40. I think it's fair. I think it's really fair. Anyway, that's the plan. Am I gonna get there? I don't know. Am I ever gonna even get close to there? I don't know. What I do know is I love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Don't blink if you're buying. Woke up to very early, 4th of August 2025. Happy birthday, Mom. Her birthday is in 16 days. You guys are doing well because I'm having a wonderful day today. About, drum roll please. Can I get a drum roll? Thank you. God, I should have to ask you guys. Today we are talking about the government. So you guys know that I've been seeing this person from the government to help me build a CV, how to talk in an interview. And I want to come on here because I'm seeing her again today. Now, I'm super grateful for the help. However, I saw her Thursday. So I'm seeing her a lot. And as much as I appreciate her, and she's super kind, she's really helpful. It's kind of like a weird thing, and I'm feeling some kind of guilt. I feel like I'm wasting my time and I'm wasting her time. So wasting my time, how is that guilt? Well, for example, if you're doing something that you don't think it matters, you're not gonna be as nice as if you think that you're doing something that you're learning. Now, why am I saying that? Well, because we're learning how to build a CV, which is great. But if I do a formation, CV is not needed. And then if I do a CV, she told me every single thing of the last year, of the last 5 years, is important. The rest is too long ago. Right? If the course I'm taking is a year and a half, or a year, then only the 4 last year of work counted. You wanna know the last 4 years where I was? The same job. So only one place matters. I understand that. It's kind of crazy. What else? She, for example, it's how to act in an interview, and it's very needed because I've had a lot of interview and I don't get jobs. But at the same time, the school's not gonna get that. See, if I was looking for a job, holy shit! No way! No way! Gotta do a video. You guys are not gonna believe this shit. I have to look. Dumpling shabayink. Welcome to the show. Guess I'm doing well because I'm having a wonderful day on this Dumpling shabayink. Welcome to the Dumpling is your boy Ink. Welcome. Oh, I'm so nervous because this is such a good video. Dumpling is your boy Ink. Welcome to the show. I'm doing well because I'm having a wonderful day on this gorgeous for August 2025. I'm doing this quickly because this is my morning. It is 6:21 a.m. I want to show you this. There was no sun this morning, just like yesterday. Yesterday came out because it was beautiful. This is today. How nice is this? This is the sunrise behind the cloud. This is so gorgeous. And just to show you that it's the morning, look, you see the lights are open, which means it's a automatic. When it's too bright outside, they won't touch it. So, second day of a pretty cool sun in a row. Sorry about this, guys. I had to show you. This is delightful. What a moon. What a sun. I'm sorry. Yeah, it is 6:21 a.m. So, definitely a sun. Look at this. Gorgeous. Okay, there we go. Continuing to do videos. It just feels like... what I'm trying to say is, it feels like it's amazing help, but it's not the help that I need, right? It's like a person telling you, hey, you should really go vegan. And here's a lot of good product that can use to be vegan. I'm like, I'm down, but I don't want to be vegan, you know? For me, school is also important because I feel like, yes, am I the best interviewee? No. I feel like a lot of people take a look at me and see the overweight and they're like, okay, well, this guy can't do a physical job. So by being at school, which is less physical, I would be able to work out and lose the weight as well. Because it's going to take me a couple of years to lose. Maybe not a couple of years, but at least a year to lose, right? There's no hiding it. There's no denying it. It takes a long time to change his body. So again, this could be something cool. I have opted for a course because I think it's the best course of option. And I feel like I'm not being completely honest with her, and I regret that because she's super helpful. And everything I'm like, I say, hey, you know when I'm gonna meet the orientation specialist to see what course would be best for me. And she said, oh, I talked to her, and I'm like, okay, well, understand that if it doesn't work, if I'm gonna find a job, but it's my first choice. Is plan A is to go back to school. It's like, yeah, I understand. But if you choose plan B, I'm gonna help you. And I'm like, this is so nice, but let's focus on plan A, you know. And I do feel bad, and it's coming at a wow. That we caught. That we caught it. It's a beautiful morning. Because the last one we missed because the phone was too hot. I just feel like I'm not being truthful to her. And I keep on coming back to her and coming back to her and coming back to her. And it's great session and it's helpful. Like last week we did a CV. And it was really helpful because I CV, she said, your CV is not optimal. I'm like, fuck. With a CV, a resume. So, oh, I am so sorry. Again, I have to do it. Don't blink, it's your boy Yink. Welcome to the show because you guys are doing well, because I'm having a wonderful day. I have to redo it. We did a video at 6:20 to show you the sun. Now here's the sun. Look how much redder it is. It is so much redder. Look at this. Compared to before. What a cool sun. Can't believe it. Can still look at it by the eye, which is phenomenal, but yeah, if it didn't be behind the cloud. What a cool view. And we're back. Sorry about this, guys. Like, see, I am, again, very grateful for what we're doing, but never I'm gonna spend that much time or that much effort or that attention to something that I'm not caring about, you know? It's stuff I feel like I'm not being truthful. But then it's also lucky because does that mean I don't want to be helped? It doesn't mean that means I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know. Because it's been 3 weeks already, and the principal goal has not even been talked about. So I'm like, okay, well, this is kind of nuts. This is not good. But then is it my fault? Is it because I don't specify my needs or my want you clearly? Should I be clearer? But then she's helping me. What she does is actually pretty good. She's doing what she does, so I don't know what to do, guys. I don't know. I feel like I'm a liar. I feel like I'm being dishonest versus lying. If it's a lie, it's calculated, it's predicted. You chose to do a lie. If it's dishonest, that's something different. I feel bad about it, that's for sure. Anyway, I don't know what to do. And she's super sweet. I don't want to. I'm in a position where, damn if I don't, damn if I do. If I do it, I feel like I'm not genuine. And if I don't do it, I feel like, dude, you should have done this. Get the fucking phone, dude. You suck. You suck hardcore, bro. You suck, dude. You're being too hot. Don't worry. Next year I'm gonna have another phone, and it'll be better. That's why I'm saying don't worry. It's next year, because it doesn't go that fast. So that's pretty much it. To be honest, it's pretty much it. Anyway, thanks for listening to my rant, my pep talk. Still unsure what to do, but hey. Don't blink, it's your boying. Welcome to the show, because you're doing well, because I'm having a wonderful day on this 4th of August 2025. Today, we are talking about Elden Ring, more specifically, the DLC. So usually I come in tired. It's very early in the morning. 6:27 a.m. and didn't go to sleep. However, the sun is worth it. What? It's nuts. It's absolutely nuts because usually I'll come in and I'll say, hey, this is how it went, right? And for the first time in a while, I'll talk about Elden Ring. So why did we stop talking about Elden Ring? Because it became boring. I did my 4th playthrough, which is why we're taking a break next year. Instead of playing Elden Ring, we'll play Bloodborne, we'll play Sekiro, we'll play Dark Souls, right? Which is the game, I already have all of these games. Now we're doing the DLC. And the DLC, I gotta say, I'm in love with it. This morning we did a great stride. In 4 hours, we did 3 out of the 19, the 19 possible thing that you had to do, which means that we did, how much? I'm not good at math. We're at 9 out of 19, but we just started 9, so let's say we did 18. We did 8. 8 times 3 is 24. 8 times 2.5 is 20. So we did 2.5. What is 2.5 percentage? We did about 30% of the DLC. And it took me a while. I'm actually happy about how long it's taking. But am I having fun? I think the game is fun. I think what we're doing is fun. A lot of fun. However, I gotta be honest. I am done with Elden Ring. I'm kind of forcing myself to play, even though it's a great game. First of all, my apologies. We did 118 hours in the last month. Like, this playthrough started last month. And we just been speeding it. And it's a lot of fun, but at the same time, just a lot. If they put the DLC putting it first, it's the last thing that I have to do. We beat everybody else through the DLC. We just finished Shadow 3 this morning, so this is telling you where we are. Right now we're gonna do the Cerulean Coast. Then we're gonna do the Finger Ruin. So this is where I stopped last year, the Finger Ruin. It's a great DLC. It's fun. There's so many things that are added. Throwable knife, perfume bottle, amazing glove. It's fun. However, I feel like I've played so much lately that it's kind of, it's repetitive. So I'm hoping to finish the DLC this week, which should be simple. Today is Monday, so tonight I'm gonna for sure get to 9 and 10. Then we'll have the half of the DLC done. It's not fun. It's just that I'm over it. It's a shame because I decided to play 4 times. If I played less than 4 times, it wouldn't be that bad. But we played 4 times, so it's a bit of a shame. And this is my fault. So the DLC is going well. I'm having fun. It's just that I can't wait until it's finished. That's pretty much it. Anyway, love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Jack be little, Jack be slick. What the hell's the moral? Alibi to turn sick. Oh, tell me, are you sleeping easy? Are you always thinking of yourself? Tell me how you justify. Karma's gone, come collect my debt. Be very, very, very skeptical. Be smile, and let go. It comes to natural. But the wolf and sheep will survivor. What the hell tomorrow? Jack be lethal, Jack be slick. Chill the little whore and your alibis is turning quick. So tell me, are you sleeping easy? Are you always thinking of yourself? Tell me, shit. Karma's gonna collect your debt. Don't blink, it's your blinding. Good luck up there, show. Guys, if you want to having a wonderful day, maybe put it a little bit more towards here. How we feel about this? We're feeling good? You feeling good? I feel like this is better. Hell yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna turn it a little bit more towards here. Don't blink if you're going for comfortable commercial. You guys are having a wonderful day. Some of you guys have asked me to do a bit of a horizontal, so I'm gonna do it on every single day. But I'm gonna do it little bits, and oh my god, this is insane. Don't blink, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to the show. Okay, so doing well because having a wonderful day. Find me so annoying, but look at the sun. Quick. Look at this. Completely swallowed by clouds. Wow. And we're back, sorry. You guys have been asking me to do horizontal. The sun is just so nice this morning. Sort of focusing. So I'm gonna do a couple of videos now. To me, this feels weird. I don't feel very comfortable doing this. However, I want to make you guys happy, so we'll do a couple. They were a brilliant subject, which is how do I feel about repetitive content. So lately, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. A lot of the videos that we did are less about what we can create and more about recap. For example, watching the show Lost. There is the fact that I'm in a hurry. We have 11 days, counting today, left. So I am in a hurry, and I am worried. So yeah, so it's a big deal. It's a freaking big deal that I have to do this much this quickly. However, I think it's tough because how do I feel about us making content that is similar, which is lost. Like literally yesterday we did 4 videos and 3 of them were lost. Now today we did 4 videos that are normal, but at the same time it's complex, right? There's a complexity in the whole thing. How do I feel, to be honest? To me, making content is content. As long as I'm enjoying the content, making content, as long I actually like that. The little rail behind me, I think it looks good. It looks kind of almost like a prison, but it's a cool one. Not like I enjoy making the content, and as long as you enjoy watching the content, I don't think there's any harms done. However, it is true that it's repetitive. See, it's kind of like a cool thing because this is a great preparation for this winter. I told you guys how there's going to be some content, specific content for the winter, specific content for the summer. I feel like we're in a cycle, and that's the problem. Making repetitive content or talking about the same thing is a problem, because I know that when I'm going to be done with Lost, possibly we'll do a couple of videos in a year, and that's it, right? I won't talk about it anymore. Phone is too hot. God damn it. Yes, I swore. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have a swear jar. Everybody is counting so tell me. The cycle is a bigger problem than making repetitive content. Let's say that I'm filming every single day my weight loss. For a solid years, all the content I'm gonna do is about the weight loss. That's repetitive. That's super repetitive. However, is it important? Yes. People enjoy that. Is it a problem? No. The bigger problem is the cycle. Knowing that every single summer I'm going to do this kind of content, every single winter I'm going to do this kind of content, that's a problem because this is long term. See, for the weight loss, which is possibly the biggest thing I will ever do, once I've lost the weight, that's it, I'm done, I'm done. So like, yeah, but no, I'm done. I'm not gonna, because technically speaking, what I would like to do is a way to build muscle mass at the same time. So it's not from all I could do like Rich Piana actually. Just thinner by the day and then better by the day, which is getting thinny and then getting built up in muscle. It would actually be good. And you would pay homage to Rich Piana. That's actually pretty good. A good idea. Wow, okay. Now think about it. But you see, even then, maybe 1.5 years. I've been making content for 4 years. And I doubt it will take me 4 years to lose the weight. But the idea that every single summer, oh well, you know what, you're gonna go out. You're gonna do some more nature core. Every single winter you're gonna be reading. I'm not to read. I miss reading, to be honest. I picked up some couple of books that are super scary. You guys saw, I don't know if you guys saw, but last winter we found a full grocery bag of books, which is pretty fucking amazing. What else? I don't know. How do I feel about it? It's a complex feeling because, again, it's a feeling. It's not a concrete thing. It's not a factual thing. It's how do you feel about it? And talk about your feelings. It's confusing because I can wake up and be mad at the world. And then I can go to bed, wake up and say, you know what? I'm a dumbass. There's nothing to be mad about. It's all a question of perception. It's all a question of how you're viewing things. And if you're viewing things in a way where... Ooh, guess what? How is that possible? YouTube uploaded before. I hate it. TikTok always does this. This is bad. This is bad, okay? We're back at the 8,900 followers, which means we're going higher. We're lower than what I had, but we're higher than what I had last week. So I guess it's actually pretty good. Focus, Inky, focus. It's a tough position to be in. It's a tough question to answer. How do I feel about the fact that it's repetitive? I never even thought about it. Yet the video in itself, the purpose of the video is, again, I don't plan these. So I'm like in a position where it's more so, hey, that could be a cool thing to talk about. But then when I come in front of the camera, I don't know what to say. I don't know how I feel about it, you know? It's something I'm enjoy doing. See, this is, I'm not gonna blame ADHD, but there's a part of ADHD in there. It's hyperfocus. So hyperfocus on a playthrough. I'll hyperfocus on a show. And then I'll never touch it again. My apologies. If it wasn't film, my thing is, if I didn't film it, when I watch Lost, and the answer is probably no. But then I'm watching it, I'm loving it. The making content has been an excuse to have more interest than ever. So I think it's important. And we've done a lot of, so it's a vicious cycle, if I'm being completely honest. We're streaming a lot lately. Because I feel like streaming, I feel in love with streaming. When we stream, we have a show in the background. So the more we stream, the more we watch the show. The more we watch the show, the more we recap. The more we recap, the more the same content. The content is not the issue, actually. The issue is the day. Do you know what I did yesterday? I streamed, watched Lost, did video from X to X, did video to X, went to sleep. You want to know what I did the day before? The same thing. The day before that, the same thing. So the days are quite repetitive. So because the days are quite repetitive, making similar content is repetitive. It's nuts. It's nuts. It all came to me in a video that I saw yesterday. We're talking about Markiplier. And the guy and his whatchamacallit, and his intro, had a very cool animation of him waking up, grabbing a cup of coffee, waiting in front of the computer and making content. Like, this is what I'm doing. I think that's unhealthy. I'm not saying that the guy is unhealthy. It's probably more healthy than I ever will be. I think that I felt bad about it, so, you know? I don't know, to be honest. It's rough, it's tough. Because you think that you're doing the right thing, but you're not. Will I ever regret making videos, reviews about Lost? No, because I think the show is interesting and it's fun to recap. It's a lot of fun to recap. So I'm not gonna regret. Am I gonna regret making these videos? Yes. Because in the winter, I'll be like, dude, should have went out. You should have done more sports. You should have chilled more. You should have done more activities. And now you're stuck inside. And then there's the whole thing. I told you what? I told you that we already kind of have the winter videos planned. So when is the winter, technically speaking? You're seeing the sun, by the way. It's gorgeous. When I look up, I'm looking at the sun in the window. When is winter? Let's say November. Right now it's what? It's August. October. August, September, October, December, November, December. And I don't know my months. Holy shit. That's embarrassing. Oh, bro, the weather is beautiful. The weather is beautiful. Be very, very, be very skeptical. The smiles around the baby goat. It seems so natural. It's such a shame. Then when the winter is finishing, the winter is usually December, January, February, and March. That's 4 months. So I just told you the next 7 months plan. That's a problem. Because you know what's the problem? Not that we have the 7 next month planned. The problem is there's gonna be a day, maybe a week in those 7 months where I have ideas, if I'm lucky. And that's gonna take place. For example, I'm always going back to this example. I saw a music video that made me laugh out loud, LOL. And that video was Anakin Skywalker versus Obi-Wan the musical. Look at this AI, and it's AI, and it's the battle between Obi-Wan and Anakin at the end of the Revenge of the Sith. And they took it and they put music behind it, and they timed the lyrics to play with the song, with the music, you know. So to me, this was phenomenal. To me, this was very fun. However, I think the however is quite important here. I saw this video which was 3 minutes. You know what I said? I should watch the movies. For a 3 minutes video, I was inspired or pushed, motivated. Let's say motivated more than push. To watch 9 hours of content. I mean, it's insane. Doesn't make any sense. That's how we think about it, you know? Why do I feel about making the same kind of content I don't want? See, I have also, and again, this is ADHD, so hyperfixation. Let's say I would take a break from Lost. I don't know why so many of my playthroughs are not done. Because I take a break from them. I just never pick it up again. Shoots. I know that if I stop making Lost, or if I stop playing Elden Ring, I'm not coming back to it. Fuck that. That's the scary part. So I feel like I'm stuck there. And it's always a question of time. For example, with Lost, right? I have ample time because we have I have ample time because we have what? $11 We're finishing season 1 today of the recap. We're at number 17. There's 25 episodes. If I can finish that today, I'm gonna be super happy. They got 5 more of this. I don't know if you noticed, okay? I'm making recaps of Law for 2 weeks. We're done with the first season. Which means I would need 5 more 2 weeks, which is 10 weeks, which is 2 months and a half. I have 11 days. I'm stuck. Elden Ring. I'm playing right now. If I take a break, I'm done. I don't play it anymore. I've been playing it for what? 2 months. It's always these long-term projects. See, people kind of see this. Look at it psychologically speaking. You can be seeing this as a... How can I say that? You could be seeing this as a fear of commitment, right? It could be a fear of commitment. I don't know. Again, the thing with commitment is you never know how long it's gonna last. I have a friend. He works on chips. Not chips. Ships. The one that sees? Thank you. And he'll leave for 6 months. And I'm like, bro, this is amazing. Then I tell my father, more my father, my mom, because my mom's just like, oh my god, this is dangerous, don't do it. And my father, because it's a bit more, you're a man, you're strong. And he tells me, you're not going to be able to do 6 months there. this is commitment, right? But the thing with commitment is, I would know that in 6 months I'm done. 6 months is a long ass time, but I would do it. You know? No, I don't know what's the problem. I don't. But pretty much it. Anyway, I love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Let's go. It's more than a warning. Tell me.
It's your boy, Yink. Welcome to the Play Show.
FIFA 45, better running high. What the hell? This game is you spin my head right round, like your record label up, right round. You spin my head right round. Don't blink, it's your boy. Look at the show. He's doing well because I'm having a wonderful day on this forge. No. Don't blink, it's your boy. Welcome to the show. Meanwhile, to have a wonderful day on this 4th August 2005. Of course, I want to make it short. There's a car. Shit happens. That's the life. Don't complain. Be happy. Smile. I think it's okay. And then we're doing a show today. I'm asking a question. I had a couple of friends that came to me and said, "Hey, please do your video horizontally, right?" To me, horizontally, vertically, I don't mind. I have no problem with that. I'm used to vertically, right, which is like this, versus horizontally. But then we have another issue. Oh, damn, this fell. That's a point for vertically. The problem that I have is I usually had vertically to see the sky. However, I feel like you see the sky perfectly well here. So please, in the comments, let me know if you guys would like more horizontal videos or more vertical videos. I don't mind. See, it's a question of habits. I'm used to doing one thing, but I wasn't used to doing an intro. Now we're doing an intro every video. So please, please let me know. Thank you. Someone can show me. Go to the show because doing well because I had a wonderful day on this. Drumroll, please. 25th August 4th August 2005. Today we're doing the same thing that we did yesterday. What I'm gonna do that we did every single day this week. A recap of Lost. You're absolutely right. So we're doing episode 17. I have to hurry up with Lost because honestly, dude, it's not going super. It's not going damn good. So we are episode 9. Episode season 1. Episode 17. The wall of silence. Now the question is, did I do this video or not? Guess what? We're absolutely a dumbass. You know why? We were at 18. Yes, hell yeah. Hell yeah. So guys, we're doing really good. This morning, I'd like to finish the first season. As I know it's a lot, but today is the 4th. The show leaves Netflix on the 14th. So that's pretty bad. Season 1, episode 18. Jack, the laws of numbers. Jack and Saeed and Charlie follow Hugo in the jungle, where Hugo says the experience that changes life before the crash. So now we have the backstory of Hugo. By the way, this is the backstory of Hugo. You know what's insane? We're following a we're following a cast of Castaway, right? I don't know how you can guess who's important and who isn't. I'll let you in on a little secret. Don't tell anybody else, okay? Thank you. It's a question of who we're watching. It's a question of how many flashbacks do they have. Jack 2. Gates 2. Sawyer 2. Saeed 1 or 2. I don't remember. Shit. Hugo 1. Hugo's important enough to have a flashback, but one flashback. Flashback is about how he won the lottery. So this is the thing. He won the lottery, and this is kind of insane because he is the picture perfect of why he should be on the island. So do we have, yes, the first thing that we see is him winning the jackpot of 16 million, and he plays numbers, which are, I'm not going to remember the number by heart. These are numbers, specific numbers. So everybody asks him, hey, where'd you get the numbers? And the fact that they ask him, where'd you get the number, means those numbers meant something. So then he wins the money. The day he wins the money, his uncle has a heart attack. It's like, okay, that's weird. The second one, his mother gets into an accident. The third one, he's in, he has company, he has businesses that he buys. They're going horribly. For example, one of them burned down. There's insurance. Gets arrested. His mother gets injured. A lot of bad luck happens. And it always seems to happen to people surrounding Hugo. So Hugo starts to think that he is kind of unimportant, kind of cursed. So goes to see Lenny. Now there's a huge spoiler here. That's why you spoil me. If you're watching this, fuck you for spoiling this. You suck. Go see Lenny. And Lenny is saying the number that he played in the lottery. This is where he got them. And he went to Lenny and say, what does those number mean? And Lenny doesn't answer. And then Hugo's like, yo, please tell me what they would mean. I played them in the lottery. It's just like playing them in the lottery. Everybody's getting hurt. And he's like, you play in the lottery, you're not supposed to play them in the lottery. What is wrong with you? You fucked up. So you go like, I fucked up? What do you mean? It's like, no, these numbers are dangerous. What are you doing there? It's like, what do you mean they're dangerous? Like, those are cursed numbers. So Hugo doesn't really believe in them, but still it makes some sense. So this is kind of the backstory of him. And even on the day that he's supposed to take the plane, his alarm burned the wall. So he doesn't get the chance to he doesn't get the chance to what do we call it? Do anything. There's so little. There is so little. So he talks up to Lenny, and then he says, yo, I know somebody that knows what to do. And Wellbuck knows numbers. And he goes to Sydney on a farm. And he's the wife of the guy. So what they're saying is him and you didn't tell me that you were too hot. You didn't tell me. We're charging. My phone is full. It's a fucking mess. How much time do you have, you? Wait a second. There's no way. Wait a second. Important. Holy shit. There's no way. Mark my word, one day, you will pay. You will pay. Karma's gonna come collect his debt. Guys, I have to stop this video right now. Shit. Taking the whole last too long to upload a video. This is sucky. Cause I don't know what to do. I had to upload a video, and then of course we're missing the sunrise. Fuck. There you go. We're back. There you go. We're back. Okay. No, fuck you. Sun is nice, bro. Karma's gonna go look stupid. Be very skeptical. The smiles are painted gold. It feels so natural. But a wolf in sheep clothing is more than a warning. Fa, better run and hide. Jack be lethal, Jack be quick. Just a little more than it's turning quick. Da. Don't blink, it's your buddy. Welcome to the show. Because we've been having a wonderful day on this gorgeous, and I mean gorgeous, 4th August 2025. Sorry about last part of the loss. We had a little bit of a what do I call it? A little bit of a problem. Yeah, a little bit of a problem. This is kind of part 2 of what we're doing. What was the problem? I'm doing too many things at once. That's the problem. That is the real problem. I tell you what, that's the real problem. So, where we were. So Hugo goes in and he talks to the wife of his friend. So they discover the number Lenny, which is his friend, in the psych ward. I forgot to say that he was in the psych ward. Yes. We don't know why Hugo went to the psych ward. Stuff. I don't know why. Yeah, but I can tell you he was in the psych ward. So Lenny went to war or someplace with another guy, and they discovered the numbers, and the other guy used a number to guess the number of beans in a thing, and then him saw a lot of bad luck happening, and he was like, "Joe, these numbers are cursed." So Hugo was like, I'm so sorry. It's hard, bro, because I watched this 2 days ago. Hugo goes into the farm and asks the wife, "Hey, how about those numbers? Like, you think they're cursed, don't you?" Hugo's like, "Yeah." She's like, "No, they're not cursed." So there was this guy who was offering 50 grand of dollars if you could guess the number of beans. My husband played those numbers and he won. And it was the first time he won in X amount. The first person that won in 40 years. So when it happened, bad things started happening. So the guy bought a farm away from everything, and he was staying there to stop hurting people. Then you go like, "Hey, did it work? Did he stop everybody?" And the girl's like, "Yeah, he shot himself. This is how he ended things." He goes like, "I don't want to shoot myself. I don't want to shoot myself." It's like, "Well," and the girl's like, "Well, you don't really have a choice." So yeah, so this is the backstory of Hugo. On this one, we have. I'm trying to see if we have another one. No. So what's next? I don't remember who it is. What's one of the zips? Okay, so we see Said, we bring back Daniel. Saeed shows a number, shows a paper that of notes that he took. So Hugo goes into the papers, you see the numbers, and those are the same number he played for the lottery. So he knows that this island is actually fucking weird. It's like, yo, maybe the answer to all of my question is on this island. You start thinking that, you know what? If the answers are somewhere, it's here. So I thought it was pretty nice. Is it already finished? it's not finished. There you go. Okay. Because we're charging the phone also. And it's not ideal. Trust me, it's not ideal. However, we have to finish. We have to do a lot of content today, and I don't have time to do it, so. I don't have time to do it, so. We'll do what we can, and if I'm winning, I'm winning. If I'm losing, I'm losing. So, you go see the numbers. Like, yo, we need to go to French Stick. And now, the reality is, Jack see the paper and said, okay, well, this girl, she knows a lot more. She knows a lot more. And then she says, she has the battery that we need. We need a battery for a transmitter. The goal is still to leave the island. So she's like, yo, I need you to go there. And they're asking a lot of questions for Russo, which is Daniel. Then again, you go see the numbers, like, yo, I need to go see her. And then Saeed is like, bro, you don't want to go there. Why you want to go there? Like, oh, I need to go. Now, there is something that they did that was really well written. Hugo is sort of the comic relief of the show. But Hugo also is beloved. So if somebody can speed talk Daniel, it's Hugo, which is actually quite nice. You guys are like, no, you're not going. So Hugo goes on a trip for himself to get to Daniel. So he knows how he got there, and he just follows. He did the same thing that Saeed did, and he finds her, and then she finds him, and she's like, yo, what happened? What do you want? He's like, what does those numbers mean to you? And she's like, nothing, I don't know what they mean. So Hugo was looking for an answer, he didn't get them. Although I have to say, what I appreciate here is that Hugo isn't alone. Charlie kind of follows him, which is good because no, Charlie doesn't follow him. He doesn't follow him. What am I talking about? What do I think that? What do I think that? Charlie doesn't help him at all. That's a Hugo. The guys. It's kind of nuts. See, today we watched from episode 18 to season 2, episode 7. That's why I'm so confused. We had a very cool talk between John and Claire. John is kind of the only person that treats Claire. It's like, not she's like useless. People are like, yo, because she's pregnant, nobody can. She can't leave the pregnant girl alone, right? Saeed goes out, and then Shannon, what she says to him, it's like, you're leaving, are you gonna come back? Now Saeed is starting to have a hard time. We need Saeed to be, oh my god, not focused, but kind of focused. We need Saeed as much as possible. But this is actually pretty revealing, because Shannon's like, I don't care about other people, I want you to be there. Which is actually kind of sweet, because she likes her man. But at the same time, like, yo, this guy is fucking needed. That's one of the most important of the cast. You can't just leave the guy, you know? So it's a lot of Hugo following their steps. You find Russo, Saeed goes after him, right? And Jack, there's Jack, Saeed, and Charlie. He comes in, and they're like, you, what you're doing? It's like, yo, I need to get the battery. Now, this is a lie. Hugo step on a trap. It's just jungle shenanigans. There's a bridge. The bridge is super dingy. Hugo is kind of heavy, so the bridge in itself is not good. For example, Charlie follows Hugo because he cares about Hugo, and there's a bridge that is not well made. And then Hugo goes in, he knows something's gonna happen to him because everything bad luck that happens to people around him. So he's safe. And then Charlie follows him, and then that's what happened. The bridge falls. So Saeed and Jack are kind of gone. And then Charlie gives him a shit, like, what's wrong with you? In this moment, which is super nice, is that Charlie says, you're crazy, you're acting like a nut job. It's like, he goes like, no, I'm not crazy. Which is possibly something that really bothered him because they possibly thought he was crazy. That's why he was in a psych ward, right? So John is worried about Claire, which kind of sucks. Because does John like Claire? Absolutely. We know that Claire has been abducted by the others. So John is helping her a lot to remember. because he wants to know more about the others. So he's kind of using the fact that she might know something, right? For they go to see Daniel, and then they realize that she completely left. She completely she booby trapped the place. Not a trap that we find. This is kind of nice, I have to say. It's a nice episode. Not the most interesting though. Like the trap, everything else. You saw the best.
Calling Hurley and Charlie.
I feel like I'm missing something. Saeed find so what happened is Saeed he had his backpack with a picture of his ex-girlfriend, and Daniel just burned everything. So the picture of his ex-girlfriend is not there. Hugo come back with the batteries, and he's like, I got a battery. That's how that she says hi. So this is kind of important because it means that Daniel doesn't really have hard feelings towards Saeed, which we don't want to have hard feeling because Saeed's part of the main crew, right? We would like Saeed. We want him to be okay. Next on this we had Claire was a birthday, and only John cared about it. And he was like, yo, give me a sec. Food scars. And John, it's just a really sweet moments between John and Claire. He brings her a rocking chair. This is really cool. Got Charlie, who for once is a good friend, and goes to Hugo and says, "Yo, what is going on? You acting weird, bro. Tell me what's up." See, Charlie, in my opinion, is not a good friend to Hugo the way he is. However, when you see the flashback, Hugo had a friend like that, so it kind of makes sense. So yeah, another most interesting episode. Next on the list, we have Falling from the Sky. I'm not skipping because I'm in a hurry. I'm skipping because there's a lot of things to do. Thinking, okay, Tommy Ciel, Falling from the Sky, thinking that they know how to open the trap. Vlok leave with Boone to the interior of the lens. During this, Jack hesitates to give Sawyer some glasses, which is a big spoiler for the show. So this is kind of shitty. The backstory is about Lux. By the way, this is the recap that they give here, which is not really good. So Lux works at a toy shop, which again, problem. It's not a problem, because the first one we saw, John didn't have hair, which could mean that he's getting older. In this one, John has hair. We're in a toy shop, and then his mom find him. So we know that he grew up in a foster home because he told us that he grew up in a foster home. In this episode, technically speaking, he meet a woman, and ends up being his mom. And then she talks to him about how he's special and not supposed to have a relationship with her. And when he asks her, "What about my father?" Because I want to my father, like, you're immaculate conception. So this is the craziest thing. So John hires the private eyes. It's like, you'll look into it. And the private eyes confirm that she's your mom. It's like, but what's my father? Like, I can't help you because your mom, she looked you out. Your father might not want to see you. And better chance that if your father doesn't want to see you. His father's kind of like an asshole, by the way. You know, I say kind of like an asshole. Why am I smelling burning? No, it's not you. Thank God. Thank God. Dude, this is insane. How much we're working. So then, John meets his father. His father wants to go hunting, so he's like, okay, yeah, that's super cool. They get really close, and he's like, yo, your mom might be crazy, but she brought us together. It's a really cool scene because you can tell how much John wants to have a father. See, it's actually a super sucky scene. John, backstory, and I just watched one, like an episode ago, are often about how shitty his life was on the island. I was constantly abandoned. I was constantly not wanted. This is super important. So I want to see where it ends. So there's a shit ton of moments, sweet moments between his father and him. And at the end, his father, and this is the craziest thing, you know right away, Lost is one of the only shows that I know. There's a power, there's a added quality to it. You watch it a second time. And the added quality to it is amazing. So, for example, in this episode, or in this particular case, John says to his dad, he comes early, he comes at 11 o'clock, and he tells, don't be 11, he said, no, I said 12. So he should have put the dialysis. Then the dialysis is like, I need a kidney. So John says, okay, well, I'm gonna give you my kidney. I wanna help you out. And then the father takes the kidney, and then he runs away. And his father's fucking rich, so he has a kid community. He's not, so they basically use him. So then he wakes up in the hospital. It's like, yo, where's my father? It's like, oh, he left. It's like, no, they wouldn't have done that. And then he's like, why did he abandon me? He's trying to figure out. And his mom came in and said, I'm sorry, John, I need money. So they discovered that it was all a plot to get to John's kidney, which is pretty shitty. But again, if you look at the two factors that we had, with what? John getting his kidney conned away from him. And see, John he cannot walk, right? There's a big possibility that it has something to do with the operation. I have to re-verify it. There's another episode where he doesn't have his kidney and he's out of it. So I don't know if he's walking fine during that. I'd have to see. So it's actually pretty sad. But we have to build a character that doesn't want to go back. You know? Yes, the island is amazing. See, for example, Sawyer. You can do whatever you want on the island. Kate, she can basically live a free woman in the island. There's a huge chance that if she goes back to the civilization, she'll get put in jail. But she wants to come back. Johnny is the only one who has enough results to stay on the island. Now, technically, this is not true. Because there could be other people that want to stay on the island. See, for Daniel, I have a hard time believing that Daniel, they're trying to take to run away. There's this character called Desmond. I can spoil it, it doesn't matter, you don't know who he is. He never made an effort to leave the island. Well, it's different, you think that he had a mission. Now we have the episode. So, again, Locke thinks that he found a way, which is a championship. He does actually have a lot of knowledge. We see him and Boone, and actually quite special, because again, it's always how it works, and how well it works. And they build this appreciate, which is, see, the thing with Boone is that won't question John. And I think John likes that. I think John needs that, because everybody else would think that John is crazy. See, in the last episode, Boone didn't believe John, but then, oh, thank God you told me because you died. Boone didn't believe John, but then John proved to Boone that this island is special by showing him vision, which I thought was special. I thought was actually pretty freaking interesting. However, does it answer every single... How can I say that? It doesn't answer every single question because we don't know how much John knows. John has questions. And this episode we're going to see that John has questions. Jack be little, Jack be quick. What the hell's the moral? Alibi is turning quick. So tell me, we don't know much about John, and like I said yesterday, the little that we know about John, we don't know if it's true or he lied. John is a liar, which is a big thing about his personality. Next. They build the temperature don't work. So then Boone starts to doubt, say, yo, there's no way to open this. Now, this is a huge problem because there's a whole island, you know?
John, I gotta tell you, signs and dreams, and there's Teresa.
Once again, Boone doubts. The championship fell, right? And John gets injured. Then he has a dream. And this one is truly phenomenal. Truly, truly phenomenal. He has a vision. In his vision, we see Boone, who is full of blood, and he's screaming, Teresa fell. Teresa fell. And it's nuts because how can I say this? I didn't really perceive it in the beginning. I don't know if it's in this episode. If it's not in this episode, I'm spoiling a big amount for you guys. Yeah. Is it this one? Nice. So you see Boone being all bloodied and all like wounded and shit like that, and it's horrible. And in this episode, you'll find a plane. When you get back to the plane, okay, so I'm gonna give you a huge spoiler. There's a character introduced in season 2, which is Echo. And when you know Echo, I think he's behind the Arrow plane. And this is a huge part. So, what happened is, John and Boone, they fell. John sees Boone all bloodied and all like wounded, and he goes to the plane. And it's like, yo, you need to do it. You need to do it because my leg is fucked up. See, John will get wounded during the temperature fall. I'll have a piece of shrapnel in his leg. Now, the craziest thing is, you see Boone being bloodied. I need to sacrifice Boone, and then I didn't even realize it. I didn't even realize he pushed Boone in that plane because he knew he was gonna get hurt. And he literally says later on, Boone was a sacrifice that the island needed. You know, my first watch, I didn't check that out. I didn't pick it out. So this is humongous. See the trebuchet, the fact that he did the trebuchet is actually quite impressive. So Boone once again asked him, dude, how do we know he could do this? And then John's like, who's Teresa? And he's like, I don't know about this. This is the nanny. And this is the insane thing. He tells him how she fell down. So I think that because of that, John knows that Boone has to fall down. Question is, from where? So we have Sawyer, who constantly have a headache. Now this is actually quite fun because the interaction between Sawyer and the rest of the camp are rare. So then Jack does a couple of tests on Sawyer, and he's like, and he asks a question, and it's fun because he's making fun of Sawyer. It's like, yo, did you ever have sex with a prostitute? So it's like, yeah. What that has to do with anything? Yes. And then it's like, he only needs glasses. So Sawyer started reading a lot on the island, and he didn't read before. When he started reading a lot, he didn't have the best vision. He didn't have the best vision. It gave him headache. Now he's getting headache every single day. Now the cool thing is that it's Kate to take care of him. So how she discovered it is, she goes to that. This one I remember a lot. She goes to the son and she's like, what did he want? Because he wants some plants. And she asked son, what did Sawyer want? Like, he wanted that because he had headache. And she's like, this guy has a lot of Tylenol. Why? And son says, he said the pills doesn't work. So this is something bad. This is something that's neurological. Of course they go with Jack. Now, there's a really so cool scene in this one where Kate tells Jack, thank you for helping Sawyer. And Jack's like, I didn't do it for him, I did it for you. Which I thought was quite touching. I thought it was quite nice. John tells his secret to Boone, how he was paralyzed and how he was in a chair. He is the only person that knows so far. I don't know if we're gonna know later on, but as of right now, this is it. The funny thing is, you see the plane. Now, it's weird because he sends Boone in the plane, but there's not really a reason as to why. So, for example, right, he could be saying like, yo, Boone, we need that plane to fall on the hatch, and then we'll find it. In the plane, there's Nigerian money. So we know that the character called Mr. Echo was from Nigeria. We know that the character named Echo used to smuggle drugs. So that could be him. And then, I don't know. I'll be honest, I don't know if it's him. I think it's him, but I'm not sure. Holy fuck. What a day. What a day. What a night. You're almost dry. You're almost dry. I got 3 hours. Okay, that's good. Let me get next. So they go to the plane and they find the Virgin Mary. Now, the craziest thing is the Virgin Mary is a way because Echo comes from a place where there's a lot of priests. So it could be that. But the Virgin Mary is a religious symbol. And John believed on the island, which is kind of insane. And when I say insane, it's insane. Now, the episode is finished. I want to wait until the end to tell you the best part about it. When the trebuchet fell, John says, "Hey, why? Why are you doing this to me? Why are you testing me?" And at the same time, we're seeing the same episode when his father took his kidney. John wants to talk to him and say, "Hey, why did you do that?" And then his father said, "No, I don't want to see you. Don't even let him on my property. Don't let him in. Don't let him anywhere near." Oh, 13%. I have time for one more. Pretty sure about that. So I thought that was pretty cool because John is like, "Yo," and he hits his car and he's mad. So when he does that, when he is, it's so fucking nice. It's so fucking nice. When he does that, he's like, "Hey," he doesn't say anything about that. "Why are you doing this to me?" He tells the father, "Why did you do this to me?" Am I forgetting? Yeah, he started to lose his. So he gets a shadow to the leg, which is his right leg, and then he started to lose the legs. He started to lose the ability to walk. He becomes paralyzed once again. Now, why is that so cool? Because he says to Island, "Don't take it back. Please don't take it back." So when he sacrifices Boone, he sacrifices Boone because he wants to walk. As simple as this. As simple as this. So now the whole episode is so amazing because Boone is really wounded. So we had Jack trying to save him. This backstory is Jack. In this one, I gonna be honest. If you ask me on my first watch if the flashback was good, I would have said no, it's not great. Now this one is amazing. So we have this wife, which is Claire. Her name is Claire, and her name in Modern Family is Claire, which is also super fucking cool. So what happened is he has this patient. He doesn't know how to save her. He doesn't know because she's completely paralyzed. And he's like, I'm not able to save her. I'm not able to save her. I'm not able to save her. Right? And then with Boone, he's not able to save her. At the end, how it finished, he's able to help Claire. Able to save Boone, which is fucking amazing. That is such a good. It's the flashbacks are usually like situation happen and this is how we fix it. This is how we work together. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go. Fuck 9% shit. I'll give you guys a deal. Let's finish the finish the flashback and then we'll finish because I have to go. This battery's gonna die, and this phone is almost full. Plus in 2 hours I have to go to an appointment. I'd like to sleep a little bit. He's writing the vow. The whole thing is Jack cannot write the vow, and it's kind of nice. We see relationship between the father and the son, which is absolutely phenomenal because you think the father doesn't like him, but in the end the father is actually really nice to him. So Claire is wife. She's like, you have to write your vows. And he's not able to. And then his father reads the vows and like, what are you gonna do? And he tells him, hey, if you love her, you don't need to write anything. So then he comes to the altar and he says, I didn't fix you that day, you fixed me. I think why? I think because he was able to perform a surgery that nobody else could perform. But the main part of the flashback is what? Is he couldn't save her, he cannot save Boom. His father and him have a good relationship, which I love. That's pretty much it. So I'll see you guys soon. For episode 20. No flashbacks. Good, we did 2 episodes in 28 minutes. It's going well. Okay, so now you're done. Perfect. No. It's more than no morning. Why are you any so long survivor? What the hell, the morals? Jack B. Little, Jack B. Slade. Wonder you will pay. Karma's gonna come collect his debts. Be very, very, very skeptical.
I hope you know you're not. Actually,
streamers, if you go on their YouTube, nobody gives a fuck. Nobody watches them. Nobody looks at their content. Nobody cares. And so anyway, I think you see a bunch of people like that, and they're getting no motion on the YouTube. They're getting no motion on the Twitter.